Hello and welcome back to Pocket Rockets. Today we have a pretty special review of a 136 car, and before we get into that, I have a few questions to ask. For the past year or two, I've been making paper cars, and here are some of them. This is a paper car inspired by Range Rover. I drew and constructed this all by myself, and here are some bigger ones. So yeah, I think these cars are pretty interesting. So if you want to see some reviews of these, or preferably me starting a series on paper cars, please comment down below. It really helps me out. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, you can of course comment down below to see I want to see a paper car series, or how to make a paper car, how you make a paper car, or just paper car reviews. And I don't know why my spinner is freaking out today, but yeah. I don't really start off a review by a car in the box, so I'm gonna explain why I'm doing this. So basically, I want to start by this car's initial impressions. So I got this car a few weeks ago, and it's a really cool car. It's a GTR 34 by Jackie Kim. That's a Chinese brand company, and this I'll dive into this later, but just the first impressions of this car, not even this car, because I bought this online. So the first impressions was, of course, the price, and this was about 230 NT, which is super duper cheap. I mean, let's grab a random car. All right, this Advan livery Liberty Walk Type 2 GTR by Mini GT cost me 450 NT. So 230 NT is about $7 US, so it's about the price of a KinSmart car, which, if you don't know, looks something like this. So yeah, basically it is really nice. It really like it. And this package is just actually pretty cool. Jackie Kim, scaled to perfection. But I do have one problem. I don't know if this is licensed or not. I'm not even kidding. I'm not cracking a joke about China. So let me get a car by Nissan. All right, there we go. Right, so this is a Nissan GTR that is licensed. I know this one is licensed for sure. So you have the Nissan official licensed product, but we do not see any of those stickers on here. I mean, yeah, which is pretty peculiar. I mean, I was actually hoping to find it, but no, it's not there. But yeah, it does say GTR 34. So don't really know what to think, but the quality of the product is actually really good. So all right, so this is kind of like Tommy Tech. They have these this and Mini GT, they have this plastic protective case, so the car doesn't fall out in that way, and it doesn't damage the car. And this is actually pretty cool because there are actually some staplers here, so it prevents the protective case from just opening and letting the car loose. So it actually lets out with a bang. So pretty satisfying right there. And so I did open this car in advance and polish it, so that is why the paint is so shiny. And yeah, this car is just amazing. Like, 136 scale cars are so cheap, and I don't know why, but they are really well made. So this car, if you don't know, is, I guess, more guided towards kids, but if you're a collector, no problem. This is definitely collector quality in kids prices. So pull back and go. So yeah, pretty cool right there. And another peculiar thing is it only says made in China on the base. Like, that's the most important thing. I feel like the most important thing should have been something written on here or here telling me about the car, not just made in China. I mean, yeah, I know you're proud of your country and stuff, but made in China, I mean, so yeah, I really don't know if this is actually licensed or not, but if it's not licensed, I have to say it is really good work. Like, for the front, we have a bunch of details. Just plastic headlights is perfectly replicate the one on the real GTR. Skyline GTR tempos are beautifully printed, and also for the rear, just the tempos are beautiful, man, just beautiful. We have the what I suppose is the keyhole to the trunk, GTR V-Spec 2. So there are a lot of versions for R34 GTRs. It's basically any GTR in general. And also we have the Skyline right there and Skyline GTR. And from the outer tempos, I could not find anything that hints off this car is a unlegitimate work. So I'm gonna zoom in on Nissan there and see if it's misspelled. From what I can tell, it is not misspelled. So it is Nissan, which is, I believe, the way you spell Nissan. So yeah, I guess I will believe that this car is a licensed product and they just simply forgot to put the stamp, although I think it's pretty unlikely on the package. But yeah, let's actually get into the car. It's been 5 minutes of trash talking already. Let's start. So the front, again, I just love the kind of the boxy style of the R34 GTR. So the R32 was really, really boxy, and the R33 was really, really not boxy, and people really didn't like it for some reason. I mean, I think it's a dope car, but yeah, the designers of I think it was Kozo Watanabe or something. Yeah, basically the designer of the GTR went back to the drawing board and then said, if you like boxy cars, I mean, he didn't actually say this, but I mean, this is basically what people were thinking. So yeah, you like boxy cars, I'll give you a boxy car. So they released this, which is actually faster and more aerodynamic than the R33 GTR, which is a super, super duper slippery car. So yeah, the front, again, just beautiful. The iconic V-Spec bumper. Just the iconic V-Spec bumper, and just the wheels are also just so cool. I mean, these wheels are just beautifully constructed. The molding, everything is perfect. I mean, for some, like for Kinsmart here, the wheels, you can sort of tell it's just kind of tacky. Like for the paint here, you can very obviously see it's just not a very good job. But for this one, just, oh my god, look at that. That is, I mean, these wheels are just so satisfying to look at for some reason. They just look so perfectly blended with every single corner. It's just, I just want to hold these wheels and just touch them. It's just so satisfying. And also, we do have opening features, and the door closing is actually quite loud. So that's quite loud. And I'll open the door again. The interior, we also have a lot of details. So we have the kind of the racing seats that kind of wrap around you, which is really, really cool. But I guess would be better if it was painted red. I love red racing seats. And also, I have seen a R34 GTR, and I can tell the interior is very, very accurate. So that's a pretty good job, Jackie Kim. And they are actually quite a big manufacturer for 1/36 scale cars, and their stuff, the quality is really nice, and the prices are really, really low. I don't know if it's just because the cars are unlicensed, or I don't know why the prices are actually so low, but just every inch of this thing is just perfect. And just look at the paint, the reflection, it's just insane, man. This is like real life paint job level detail. So yeah, I'm overall super duper happy. I'll open the door so you guys can see. Okay, right there, and start spinning again. All right, so just really, really happy with this car, and the black with the gunmetal gray wheels just suit this car so well. There are of course other color other color variations, such as the white. I'll just put it. You know what? I'll just put it right here. So there are certainly other car color variations, such as the white on black wheels with the black spoiler, blue on black wheels with the black spoiler, blue on gunmetal wheels with the blue spoiler, and blue on gunmetal wheels with the black spoiler. And this one was unfortunately the only variation I could find, but looking at other pictures of the other color variations, I could certainly say my color variation is certainly the best, and I love it. So yeah. You definitely won't regret purchasing this car, and I'm not sponsored by Jackie Kim. It would be wonderful if I was sponsored by any toy car maker, but I'm not. But yeah, that is 10 minutes of trash talking you just heard today. This is Pocket Rockets. You can subscribe. You know what to do. I mean, right? If you like this channel, you can subscribe, and also like this button. And congratulations! You have officially listened to 9 minutes and 30 seconds of trash talking. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.